Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to part 4 of What If Naruto Got a New Bloodline. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also I did a new episode of Uchiha Naruto, The Sage. It's right under this, so go and enjoy that. And on my main channel tonight, I'm gonna be doing What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother, and also what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu, and also what if Naruto was trained to be a mercenary. And also guys, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, what exactly are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the anime king family and be a part of the channel. And thank you for all your help and your support, and go ahead and check out my main channel, Anime King, where you can enjoy over 500 lovely what ifs. And also comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this episode. So last time we left off, Ino, Sakura, and Hinata were spying on Naruto as they watched him train. They then saw the symbol on his stomach. As they went to the library to do some research, as Haku told them that she saw that before, and they went back to Haku's house and went into Naruto's room, as they found a scroll on his bed with the same symbol, and they read what it was for, to contain powerful demons. So when Naruto got home, they asked him about it, and after a bit of thinking, Naruto decided to tell them all, as they all were a bit freaked out by it, as Ino and Sakura went home, but Hinata fell asleep as Naruto let her spend the night in his room. So after that, the next morning they wake up. Haku had created breakfast for them. So yeah, that was the last part we left off, but you guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. After the whole thing with Hinata, she eventually went home as Naruto had a meeting with Team 7. Kakashi was still training them so they would be prepared for the Chunin exams. As Kakashi arrived an hour late as usual, as he told them that they would be running around the training field so they could test their stamina. After a long time of running, they then heard someone call out to Kakashi. As all of them turned around, as they heard the voice, "How are you doing, my rival?" They noticed a green spandex, the bodysuit covered by bright orange leg and arm warmers, and his headband being used as a belt. As Kakashi then looked over to see Guy. "Hello Guy, let me introduce you to my students," he said. "This is Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke. And guys, this is a Jonin, his name is Guy." Kakashi introduced Guy to all of them. So much youthful students, let me introduce mine." Guy then let out a loud whistle as three blurs came from the trees. As Guy then introduced them all, "This is Neji, this is Tenten, and the most youthful, Lee," Guy said, pointing at each one of them individually as they walked up to the group. Plain favorites, Naruto thought, as he noticed the special treatment that Lee got. He was also dressed in the same fashion sense that his sensei was. "Hey Tenten," said Naruto and Sakura, as Tenten greeted them back. As Tenten then noticed Naruto's sword, that was his mother's. "Naruto, where did you get that sword?" Tenten asked. Find it," Naruto said, lying, although he was a horrible liar. "Oh, really?" Tenten asked him, as she did not believe him for a moment. "Then, can I see it quickly?" Tenten said as she held out her hands, as Naruto passed his sword over to her, as she started to examine thoroughly. As she spent about several minutes looking over the blade, she saw small writing on the hilt of the blade, and it read, "May this raging whirlpool protect all thy ninjas that use a sword in their ninja career." Of course, when she read this, she froze for a moment, and then she looked at Naruto. "Naruto, why do you have Kushina Uzumaki's sword?" she asked. "I told you I found it, but Naruto was cut off by Tenten." "Cut the crap, Naruto. I know that is a lie. For this blade was locked up as a piece of Konoha history, as when it was made, they make it strong with many seals, as used by her clan. The Red Whirlpool is basically one of the most guarded weapons in Konoha. I will ask again, Naruto, how did you get it? Tenten asks him, keeping the blade out of Naruto's reach. Tenten, this is most unyouthful. Give Naruto back his sword, said Lee. He didn't say it like an order. No, I will not give this precious blade back to a maybe thief, Tenten said, as everyone then turned as they felt some intense killing wave releasing in the area. As they then turned to saw Naruto's eyes as they were turning red as he glared at Tenten. I may had to steal as a child to survive, but I will never steal for my personal gain if I don't have to, Naruto thought, as he turned furious at the girl for accusing him just off the back like that. Just like the other bastard in the village did. As, from his feet, Naruto uses his chakra molding ability to create a chakra hand, as the hand then stretched forward and quickly grabbed the blade out of Tenten's hand. Kakashi sensei, I am going to train alone with my mother's blade, so don't follow me, Naruto said with a growl, as Tenten just realized that Naruto had to be Kushina-san since they found out at the sleepover, and also obviously they shared the same last name. But when she finally came to this conclusion, Naruto was already gone. What is wrong with Naruto? Sakura asked Kakashi, as he was surprised that the normally happy Naruto could get so mad. Sakura, Naruto has had a hard life, a life that you will have to ask him about. But even though his life was hard, he made a point to really steal anything from anyone. So he truly hates to be called a thief, when he didn't resort to that when his life was so bad. But usually, he keep himself so calm and always had a smile on his face. But it seemed like he trusts Tenten even more, and now that she has called him and claimed him as a thief, he just got mad and released some of his anger. Kakashi told them, letting Tenten know exactly what she did. So, I basically gained his trust and then stepped on it, Tenten asked as she was feeling bad. Yes, Kakashi told the girl bluntly, as he said goodbye to Guy, as he took Sakura and Sasuke to train, knowing that Naruto would be good by himself training alone. Back with Guy and his team, Tenten was walking as she was thinking, I call Naruto a possible thief, and he's no longer my friend. But why do I care, she thought. I don't know him that well, and it can't be love. I love Neji, she thought to herself, because of his power and his strength. Well, I mean Naruto is strong, and he's going to turn out to be a good ninja, and he's really kind, but I don't like him just because of that. Do I? No, that couldn't be possible, right? She wondered to herself. Back with Naruto. Naruto was still fuming as he went to his favorite training hiding ground session. Training ground 44, the forest of death. Of course he has been coming here for years, escaping the villagers and calming down a bit when things get too rough in the village for him. So he know how to avoid the larger animals in here, as he's been coming here for a long time now. Though for right now he didn't went all the way, he just find a tree that was about 5 minutes away from the entrance and he started to destroy it, as he didn't pace himself, as he ripped right through the tree. As he was just huffing, he then heard someone call out to him, "What's up, brat?" as he turned around. "Hey uncle," Naruto responded, as he got out of his fighting stance, as he turned towards his friend. They both were very different, but they had to go through a lot of the same stuff. She was hated by people in the village due to something that she had no control over, just like him. So when they met one day in the forest where he was in, they had quickly become friends, so that none of them would fall too far into depression. Of course they saw each other less now because they had other friends, but they were still friends for life to keep each other out of the darkness. So what has your panty in a bunch this time? Shouldn't you be happy with your new clan status? Anko asked, as she pulled out a container with dangos. I know, but all those bastards who used to torture me are now trying to brown nose me. But that is not the reason why I am so angry. I am angry because one of my so-called friends called me a thief due to me having my mother's sword. And it has some kind of special properties or something, Naruto told her, as he remembered how annoyed he was with Tenten. Well, that is enough about me for right now. Tell me why you're here, Naruto asked. Don't you have plans with Hana or something today? Oh, I am still going with Hana at that new bar that opened, but she doesn't get off work for a little while. So when I saw you, I just came here to say hi, she said with a smile. Oh, well, it's good to see you again. I haven't seen you since my mission to the wave, Naruto said with a smile of his own. Yes, I just had to come and see these new eyes of yours, Naruto, Anko told him as she walked straight up to Naruto and stared directly in his eyes. It makes you look fiercer and crazier. I like that, Anko told him, practically on top of him. Thanks Anko, Naruto told her, as he was unable or didn't know how to respond, because he was basically being squished against her. Of course, after a while she backed off, laughing at his embarrassing state. Ah, you are so easy to tease, she told him, as she then looked up at the sun and turned back at him. Gotta go Naruto, she said, as she left in her son's shin, as Naruto didn't say anything, but he just chuckled, as he then turned back, as he began to train seriously now. Back with Tenten, she was currently looking for Naruto as the sun was going down, but she couldn't find Naruto anywhere. So, she decided to go and find Hinata so she can use her Byakugan and search for Naruto. Thankfully in this case, she was quickly able to find Hinata, as Hinata stand right in front of Training Ground 7 scanning for Naruto. But when Hinata was finished, Hinata said sadly, I'm sorry Tenten, but I can't find him anywhere. What? Said Tenten. How can that be? You just scanned the entire place. How can he not be here if he was training? Tenten asked. Well, I don't know, said Hinata, as Naruto was gone somewhere and she don't know where he was. Alright Hinata, thanks. I guess I'll just continue look. As Tenten went off, as Hinata's stomach then grumbled, as she then started to head home, as she was hopping from rooftop to rooftops, as she was thinking about Naruto, so she wasn't focusing, as she then bumped into someone, as she felt her balance, as she was falling, but she didn't drop on the ground as she was caught and landed, as she turned to see who caught her, and to her surprise, it was Naruto. Hinata was blushing as Naruto looked down at her. Whoa, that blush made her look super cute. As he started to blush as well, he then placed her on her feet. Of course when he did this, she started to poke her fingers together, showing her shy side even more. She looks even more cuter now. Naruto started to think about the whole CRA thing, as he wondered if Hinata liked him. Well, there is no harm in asking. Hey Hinata, he said. Yes, she said in a stutter. Would you like to go for dinner tonight with me? He said, stuttering as well. What? Asked Hinata, shocked, as she couldn't believe what she was hearing. I asked you if you would want to go out and eat something with me, but seeing that it's last minute, it will have to be ramen, but I would understand if you don't want to, Naruto said. No, ramen sounds good, Naruto, she said, stuttering even more, as she was poking her fingers together in joy. This can't be real, Hinata thought. I wonder if this is a dream. No, if it is a dream, I don't want to wake up, because I want to get to the end, the point where we get married and do that thing, she said, as she started to blush even more crazy. As she then started to follow Naruto back to his favorite ramen stand, as she pinched herself. It's not a dream, she said. Hey Amy, Naruto entered. A bowl of miso ramen pork for me, and whatever Hinata want, he said as he sit down, as he didn't saw the old man. Okay Naruto, coming up, and before you ask, My father isn't here. He went to do something. Anyways, are you paying for Hinata? And wait, are the both of you on a date or something? Amy asks. Yep, Naruto said, still smiling. Oh, happy to see you find a girlfriend, Naruto, said Amy, as Hinata was still blushing like crazy. So Hinata, what can I get for you? Amy asked. Just a beef ramen, please, Hinata said, as Amy then got to work. As both Naruto and Hinata started to talk, as Naruto found out a lot, although Hinata was shy, she was still strong, and when she got over all that shyness, it was a good feeling to be around her. As Hinata found out about Naruto trying to master his clan's jutsu and figure out his new bloodline. As the date lasted for a long time, and it ended with Naruto only eating a few bowls of ramen as he was too focused on talking with Hinata. Something that made Amy very happy to see, because usually Naruto would eat at least 10 bowls or up to all 20, but he was so focused on this girl. That means he must truly like her. But eventually, they had to went their separate ways as the both of them head off, promising to meet up tomorrow. As Hinata couldn't believe it, it was so sudden, but they went on a first date, as Naruto was just smiling and happy that she agreed to go and eat with him. As Naruto was walking home, he was thinking, Hinata was a special girl, but he still has to have that CRA on him. But Hinata doesn't seem to mind about that, as she already knew about it. So maybe things will still work out, with all of the girls and him just being like a big happy family. As Naruto walked to his shared apartment. Also, Hinata went home for her normal practice time, as she was happy, happier than she had ever felt. The boy that she was crazy about finally asked her out. The next day, when Hinata went to her team meeting, she had a smile on her face, as she didn't know why it was so early, but Kurenai-sensei said that she had something important to tell them all. So she just figured that it would be something that they need to think about or practice for a while. It must be something very important. But she didn't really care about that. The only thing she really cared about is that her true love was her boyfriend. When she got to her group, she noticed that Kurenai-sensei was completely serious on what she had to say. So Hinata went and she focused. Team, since I have taught you a lot already, I find the best possible way for me to test you all to see what you guys have learned. So, I have enrolled all of you into the upcoming Chunin exams. Now I do have to tell you that this test will be no joke. You will have to use all of the skills that you have learned just to survive, and it is possible that you might not survive through the test. But it will give you a chance to become a Chunin, although this is completely up to you guys. As Kurenai then went into more details with Team 7, Naruto was so happy about the fact that he and Hinata went out last night and it went well, as the both of them will become boyfriend and girlfriend. And he didn't even care that Kakashi was an hour late. So all three of them were waiting for Kakashi to show up. I hate waiting for that lazy sensei of ours, Sakura yelled out, but then she looked over to the smiling Naruto. And what are you so happy about, Naruto? You are even less a morning person than we are. As Sakura asked, annoyed because it was just so damn early and Kakashi sensei wasn't even here. Well Sakura, I am happy because I finally noticed Hinata's love for me, and I returned it happily. And we went on the best date yesterday and it went so well, and we're going to have one today again, Naruto said with a big smile. I guess that is good news for you then, said Sakura as she sounded a bit upset. As she cursed herself in her mind, why am I so upset? I like Sasuke and I should be happy for Naruto, but I feel so upset and a bit jealous. But this means that Naruto will finally stop asking me out. But do I really want that? Even though he holds the fox inside of him, I still feel something towards him. But That means that I like two guys, as she looked at Sasuke and Naruto. But the both of them are under that CRA thing, so I have a chance with both of them. Or do I anymore, she wondered. As she looked at Naruto, who still had a big smile on his face. I have been mean to him so much. Does he even care about me? She wondered. But her thoughts ended when Kakashi arrived. Yo, Kakashi greeted. Hello team. I have called you guys all here to tell you that I have enrolled you all for the Chunin exams. So I am giving you guys the entire day to think about it, and if you want, fill out these forms and you will enter the Chunin exams. Good luck guys, and I hope the next time I see you, you all will be closer to my rank. And with that he vanished. After giving them the paper, did he really just make us wake up to just say that and just leave that quickly without explaining anything else? As all of them were a bit annoyed with Kakashi, as all of them then started to talk about the Chunin exams, but Kakashi didn't went away. He was there watching them as they talked for about 10 minutes, and then all of them dispersed, as Kakashi really wished all of them luck, as he wanted his team to pass the Chunin exams. With Naruto, he quickly went back home as he packed up a bag of weapons and camping equipment, as he then searched for other supplies. After checking out everything, he quickly filled the form out and then left to get a good bowl of ramen at Ichiraku Ramen. As Naruto went inside, "Hello old man," he shouted with his eyes closed. "Can I get 6 bowls of ramen?" As he then opened them to notice that a blonde-haired girl and another guy that was dressed in all black with something on his back was already sitting down enjoying a bowl. "Coming right up," the old man said. As Kankuro and Temari were looking at Naruto, Amy then walked over. "Hey Naruto, how are you doing today?" she asked in her usual cheery voice. "Great, Amy. I have another date with Hinata today as well. And also, I am going to be part of the Chunin exams. One step closer for me to becoming the Hokage," as Amy laughed at his antics, as she then noticed that Kankuro was staring at her. "Hello, can I help you with something, sir?" she asked. "Yes, I would like another bowl of ramen, and maybe you and I can share it," the boy said, trying to flirt with her. "Coming right up, sir," as Amy told her dad about another bowl of ramen, as she ignored his flirting. Soon, the ramens came out, as she passed them out, as she just went over to Naruto's side, as this boy that was flirting with her, she didn't like him. "Ha, Kankuro, even the ramen girl doesn't want you flirting with her," Temari said, laughing. "Aw, shut up Temari, she probably just doesn't like younger man, that is all." And in this, Amy will be around 16 to 17, as all the others will be around 14. "No, I doubt it, seeing that she likes that blonde boy," Temari said, as she glanced over at Naruto and Amy, who were talking happily as Naruto was enjoying his ramen. This made Kankuro even more annoyed, as he decided to confront the blonde kid. "Oi, stop trying to flirt with her. I called her first," Kankuro told Naruto when Amy left to get Naruto's next bowl of ramen. "What do you mean? I am just talking to my friend," Naruto asked, confused. "Crap, you are just trying to get the hot waitress before I do," Kankuro said, a bit upset. Of course, Amy came back the same time, as she had 4 bowls of ramen. She gave 3 of them to Naruto and another one to Kankuro, who just ordered so he could flirt with her. But she still ended up quickly going over to Naruto, ignoring him. As Amy was talking to Naruto, as he talked about his clan. "But I thought that you were the last Uzumaki, so how can there be a clan of them?" asked Amy, as Naruto instantly blushed. "Well, the council already made a plan of that for it to change," Naruto said, as he didn't want to explain in details. "But how?" Amy was about to ask, but she was then brought over to Kankuro by chakra strings. "Stop focusing on that brat and notice a true man like me," Kankuro said, as he was pulling her close, trying to kiss her, but he was met, kissing a cold metal. As he then opened his eyes to realize that he was kissing a blade, as he looked over to see Naruto holding up a blade. "Oi, what the hell are you doing? Can't you see I am trying to get a kiss here?" As Naruto then pushed him out of the ramen stand. "You bastard," said Kankuro, as he reached around ready to pull the thing off of his back, but he was smacked away by Temari. "Ow! What the hell, Temari?" he cursed, but he then shivered slightly to see the cold glare that Temari was sending towards him. "Don't ever let me catch you doing that again, or else," she told him as she dragged him away from the shop. "Thank you, Naruto," Amy said, as she then gave him a kiss on the cheek, making Naruto blush. "Oh, sorry Naruto, I shouldn't have done that now that you're with Hinata," she said, blushing as well. "No, you don't need to be," Naruto told her, as he then left to go find Hinata. Back with Amy, she sighed. "Oh Naruto, if I could only find a guy like you, but all the guys my age are complete idiots." "But how are you going to rebuild your clan with only one girl?" "I guess I'll have to look into that," Amy said, as she brought the bowls around. But guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember guys, after this, on my main channel, I'm going to be posting what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother, and also what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu, and what if Naruto trained to be a mercenary. And on this channel, I just posted a new episode of Uchiha Naruto the Sage, so go ahead and check that out and enjoy. And if you guys haven't yet clicked that red subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. But for now, I'm out. Peace.